If you had to redo that draft, would you have taken De'Aaron Fox, who gave it to Lonzo in the tournament, or would you have stayed, given the way Lonzo has developed, was that in retrospect the right pick?
Okay, we know that if you look at their careers, Fox has played better. Okay, I give you that. No question about it. I'm not going to take that away from De'Aaron Fox. I'm a fan of his. But at the same time, we needed a leader in not only on the court, but in the locker room. If he hadn't been hurt 2 years in a row, he didn't play a full season. And that hurt Lonzo. He needed to play basketball, but he couldn't. So at the same time, let's see what happens in the next 5 or 6 years. I really think he's on an upward tick. I think Lonzo is going to reach his potential. Yes, De'Aaron Fox has exploded. He's played great. Matter of fact, I was hoping he would make the All-Star team this year because he's played great. But I'm still a Lonzo Ball fan, and I'm going to tell you this. There's no guard in this league, point guard, whose basketball IQ is higher than Lonzo Ball. The IQ of Lonzo Ball is off the chart.
Let's go. Okay. Magic Johnson. All the young kids, catch up. Pause this video, go look up Magic Johnson if you don't know anything other than him about him being GM or something like that. He was a player, and he is going to go down in history as one of the best point guards ever. So this is from Magic Johnson. He talked about LA needing a leader. That's what people don't understand. He drafted Lonzo Ball for leadership. There was a lot of things that Magic Johnson said to LeVar that people thought, oh, he just yanking his chain. Now we see later, this is why Magic Johnson and LeVar were on the same page when Magic went to Chino Hills to visit LeVar. They seen the exact same thing in Lonzo Ball. They seen his IQ. They seen his playmaking ability. And he didn't say just one of the best in the league. He said the highest in the league. So make some noise for the facts. It's not just because a YouTuber says it or LeVar says it. No, Magic Johnson just said it. So for all those people that want to say we don't know basketball, just take a good look in the mirror and see if you know basketball more than Magic Johnson. I'll leave that right there. Now, he also talked about Lonzo being still young. He talked about Lonzo having injuries. Now, these are all just truth. This is facts. These are all facts. And when Magic Johnson says it, maybe you can accept it. And when I say it, some people say you're making excuses. You know what I'm saying? Somebody dies and don't come to work the next day. You the kind of manager that text them, when will you be back? Come on now. Some things are just real life and they affect what they affect. Now, when it comes to Lonzo and his play, the way that he plays and making a difference in the game, Magic Johnson seen that. Magic Johnson wanted that. But Jeanie Buss and Luke Walton, their team, their connection that they had, wasn't going for that. They had other things planned. Just imagine if Magic was really running the show. LeVar came out and said, Magic is just the face. They laughed at him. Turns out he was speaking facts, and that's why he left. If he was more than a face, he wouldn't have left. But it wasn't going the way he was wanting to direct it. So he's like, I'm not going down with this ship because I'm trying to do something else. You guys are the one leading us into the ground. So you know what? I'm going to hop off before this thing completely destroys, just gets destructive. And that's what Magic Johnson did. So we can see if Lonzo was still in LA and Jeanie Buss wasn't giving Luke Walton that control, we could have seen crazy game from Lonzo. We would have seen Summer League Lonzo. When did Lonzo really start getting, off of his square? When Luke Walton came about. Not in the Summer League. I mean, he won MVP, the most valuable player out of all those players in the draft. Justifying why he was a number 2. Then he gets to Luke Walton's squad, and let me tell you what happened with Luke Walton. He didn't see the leadership quality in Lonzo. Like LaMelo said when he was going to the Hornets, I'm coming to bring leadership. Magic Johnson didn't care that Lonzo was still young. He seen a leader in Lonzo, and he wanted him to lead. Luke Walton didn't see a leader. Luke Walton wanted to be the leader. And then he just wanted to divvy out, Clarkson, Brandon Ingram, y'all do this, y'all. He didn't go in the locker room and say, this is the leader of the team. We run with him. We move with him. What's the pace of the team? Whatever Lonzo wants to do. That wasn't how it was going. And then you got a lot of people saying Lonzo was supposed to take control. Well, maybe he was. But if he couldn't, what is the higher up supposed to do? Take control for him. And this is why LeVar was so confident and comfortable in him going to LA. He talked to Magic. They were on the same wavelength. They seen the same thing in Lonzo. They wanted him to lead. LeVar was like, he ain't going to take a backseat to anyone. He's going to be a leader. Then look at Magic Johnson's trying to make this happen, seeing he's running up against a brick wall. So what does he do? He steps back. Nobody's going to keep running into a brick wall. And I love the fact that Magic Johnson stood his ground. And not just because of the way things played out to say, yeah, I regret drafting Lonzo Ball. Only thing he regrets is not being able to run the show.
You know what the Knicks' problem is? They don't get easy baskets. They don't get easy layups. Everything is a half-court grind. If you're going to win, especially in the playoff, you got to get easy buckets.
I agree with that, but he's not aggressive.
Specializes.
Keep that energy, Magic Johnson. Let me tell you guys something about Magic Johnson. The only way we might really get to see all three on one team one day if Michael Jordan is afraid to pull the trigger. See, everyone used to joke and say LeVar would have to be the coach in order for all three to get on the same team and push the pace. Magic Johnson actually sees it. If Magic Johnson is the one person with the clout and the money to get in a position of ownership of a team or even just a general manager position and let the Ball brothers reunite and run and gun. He likes that old style of basketball, easy buckets. And like I told you guys, why did I want Lonzo on the Pelicans instead of Terry Rozier and Devontae Graham and blah, blah, blah? That's because Lonzo is about the easy buckets. That's what LaMelo is about. But nowadays, people want to dance with the ball a lot in the NBA. They don't want to run out and just score an easy layup. But that's what the Ball brothers have conditioned for. I got to give a props to Magic Johnson because he is a real one. And LeVar did judge him correctly. It's just some things fell apart. But guys, I'm telling you this, Lonzo Ball's IQ is super high. And whenever he has a game with a lot of turnovers or something like that, they think it's Lonzo's fault. No, these other guys are not at that level. They aren't catching up. He's 3 thoughts ahead of them. But if the team would commit to being on Lonzo's pace, if they would commit to that, they could go far. The Pelicans, they have everything they need. Right now, in this point in time today, I'm not talking about throughout history, just today, they are the dumbest franchise to me. You're giving up a player with this high IQ who can run a team because you don't know how to use him. You won't use him. You refuse. And now somebody else is going to get Lonzo Ball, most likely, other than you, because you played around. And Lonzo loved it there. He liked Zion, he liked Brandon Ingram, he liked Josh Hart, good relationship with his teammates, all that. You had it made in the sun. Eventually, LaMelo could have left there and come to play with you guys for his brother. But no, you're going to let him go. That's on you guys. But Lonzo Ball is untapped potential. I've been telling you that for a minute. And I'm just glad that Magic Johnson said it so you guys can get off that lame bandwagon train that, just excuses. Man, get out of here with that. You guys know the facts. Now, don't miss this video I dropped yesterday. For all of us, I haven't spoke to you guys like this since LaMelo got hurt. Yeah, it crushed your boy. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? Anyway, I made a video about LaMelo being injured and coming back from his injuries like a champ, like a king. So make sure you watch that video. You don't want to miss it. And our prayers go out to LaMelo Ball and a speedy recovery. God heal him. All right. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Ball facts again. Peace.